probably a little shorter of time because their body is shutting down quicker. But if you notice that they are sleeping more than they are awake and barely eating and drinking, I would say they're getting close to, or maybe they are in the transitional phase. Now, what do you do about this? Nothing. There's not really much to do, which is horrifying for some families, right? How can we let them sleep all day? How can we not make them eat or force them to have food? If they don't have food, they're gonna die. And I'd like to try to help you reframe how you're viewing this, because your loved one is dying. That's why they're on hospice. Sometimes people have certain diseases that no matter what we do, they will die from that disease one way or the other. And right now, your loved one or the family has chosen to allow them to live out the rest of their life on hospice. And what that means is we are going to allow their body to die naturally. And naturally, our bodies have built-in mechanisms to help us do that, right? So when you're in this phase, there's not much to do because it's expected. It's normal for the person to start almost like cocooning. You know, they know, their body knows, hey, I'm getting towards the end. And their body will kick up the calcium levels usually to make them sleep a lot. It'll turn off the hunger and thirst mechanism in their brain so they're not really hungry, they're not really thirsty, and the body is preparing itself. And really, during this phase, the more we allow that to happen, the better it usually goes, meaning the more peaceful they usually are. So what you do is, my famous words that I will say over and over again, you ask yourself in the moment when you kind of start freaking out or having the wheels spin about like, I'm not doing anything, what should I do? You ask yourself, are they clean? Are they safe? Are they comfortable? If you can say yes to all of those questions, you are good in that moment. You can always offer food and water. Offer them their favorite things. Do you want some chocolate ice cream? Do you want a milkshake? Do you want cut up strawberries? Whatever. I usually offer soft foods because soft foods are easier to eat. You want mashed potatoes and gravy? I know I would want that, I think, at the end of my life. Mashed potatoes and gravy sound good. So you offer these things and maybe they'll take a couple bites or maybe they won't. It just depends. You never force, but you can offer these things. So you offer it. If they want it, great. If they don't, that's okay too. Now maybe you're asking yourself, how the heck do I know if they're clean, safe, and comfortable? When I say clean, I usually mean like they don't have a wet brief or a soiled brief. You do want to make sure they're bathed as well. Sometimes you have to do a bed bath, but usually only a couple times a week. But as far as like you want them to be clean, you want them to be clean and dry, meaning not sitting in a wet brief or not sitting in a soiled brief. So you want to check on that every couple hours. Unless you're sleeping. If it's at nighttime, we let everyone sleep at least 8 hours, right? Are they safe? Meaning, are they comfortably laying in a bed that they're not going to fall out of? Are they in a chair and are they sitting in it okay? Or are they in a chair and kind of slumped over? If they're in a chair and kind of slumped over, they might not be safe. They might fall. Are they agitated and restless in bed? If they are, we need to do something about that. Either call your hospice company, ask someone to help you move them to get them centered in the bed. That's what you want to ask yourself. If they look safe and they're not moving around and you know that they're going to be stationary where they are, you're good. Are they comfortable? So you want to look at how they look. You can either ask them if they are verbal, so you can wake them up and say, hey, are you comfortable? They might be annoyed and say, quit waking me up to ask me that, but you still can. If they can't answer,